Imagine two people. They wake up at exactly the same time every morning. They drive through the same traffic. They work similar jobs. They earn exactly the same salary. Every month, they pay the same bills. Every year, they hope that life will finally become easier. 10 years pass. The first person is still waiting for Friday, still asking permission to take vacations, still depending on the next paycheck, still believing that one more promotion will solve everything. The second person lives very differently. He wakes up without an alarm. He enjoys his morning coffee while his investments quietly generate income. He works only because he enjoys it, not because he needs another paycheck. So what happened? Did he find a better job? Did he start a successful company? Did he inherit millions of dollars? No. The difference came down to one simple financial rule, a rule so small that almost everyone ignores it. Yet this single rule quietly separates people who work for money from people whose money works for them. Today you're going to learn that rule, and once you understand it, you'll never look at money the same way again. Now here's the strange part. Most people believe that wealth is created by earning more money. So they chase promotions, they work overtime, they switch companies, they negotiate for higher salaries. And while there's nothing wrong with earning more, it rarely solves the real problem. Because every time income increases, lifestyle increases with it. A bigger apartment, a newer car, more expensive vacations, better restaurants. And before they realize it, their expenses quietly catch up with their income. It's a cycle that repeats itself for decades. Work more, earn more, spend more, repeat. Alex was living exactly like this. Every raise made him feel successful, but only for a few weeks. Soon, life returned to normal. The excitement disappeared. The bills became larger, and financial freedom still felt just as far away. One evening, after another long day at the office, Alex asked himself a simple question. If I'm making more money every year, why don't I feel any richer? That single question changed everything, because for the first time, he stopped asking, how can I earn more? And started asking, how can my money start working for me? Those two questions may sound similar, but they lead to completely different lives. Alex couldn't stop thinking about that question. How can money work for me? A few days later, he met an older investor during a business conference. The man wasn't wearing an expensive suit. He wasn't driving a luxury car. In fact, nothing about him looked extraordinary. But there was one thing Alex noticed immediately. He wasn't in a hurry. He wasn't checking his phone every 5 minutes. He wasn't talking about promotions or salaries. He looked free. Curious, Alex asked him a simple question. What's the biggest financial lesson you've ever learned? The man smiled. Then he said something Alex would never forget. Stop focusing on how much money you earn. Start focusing on how many assets you own. Alex was confused. He had always believed that income created wealth. But the investor explained something most people never realize. Income pays today's bills. Assets pay tomorrow's bills. Income stops when you stop working. Assets can continue paying you for decades. That was the moment Alex finally understood the difference. Rich people don't build their lives around income. They build systems that generate income without requiring their time every single day. That single shift in thinking became the foundation of everything that followed. So, what exactly is the 1% financial rule? It's simple. Every time money enters your life, a small part of it must immediately become an asset, not an expense, not a reward, not a luxury purchase. An asset. Think about it this way. Most people receive a paycheck and ask, what can I buy? Wealthy people ask a completely different question. What asset can I own? That single question changes every financial decision. Imagine receiving $1,000. Most people spend all $1,000. Others save a portion. But the 1% rule says something different. No matter how small the amount is, buy ownership first. A share of a great business, an index fund, a dividend-paying company, an income-producing asset. It doesn't matter if it's 1%, 5%, or 20%. The habit matters more than the amount, because every asset you buy today becomes another employee working for you tomorrow. Eventually, those assets begin producing cash flow. That cash flow buys more assets. Those assets create even more cash flow. This is the moment when money begins to multiply without requiring more hours of your life. This is why the rich appear to get richer every year. They aren't simply earning more, they're owning more. And ownership quietly compounds over time. Years passed. Alex didn't become rich overnight. Nothing dramatic happened in the first month, or even the first year. That was the point. While everyone around him was chasing quick profits, Alex kept following the same simple rule. Every month, he bought another small piece of ownership. Sometimes the market went up. Sometimes it crashed. Sometimes the news predicted the end of the economy. Alex kept buying. He stopped trying to predict the future. He focused on building it instead. Slowly, his portfolio became something very different. Every dividend payment purchased another asset. Every asset generated a little more income. Every year his cash flow became stronger. Not because he worked longer hours, but because his assets never stopped working. One day, Alex looked at his portfolio and realized something. For the first time in his life, his money had earned more in a single month than he had earned from working overtime. That was the moment everything changed. He finally understood that financial freedom isn't a destination. It's the moment your assets begin carrying part of your financial life. The truth is, wealth rarely arrives with excitement. It arrives quietly. One investment, one dividend, one decision at a time. Take a moment and think about your own financial life. If your salary disappeared tomorrow, how long could your current lifestyle survive? A week? A month? Maybe a year? For most people, income stops the moment they stop working. That's why building assets isn't just about becoming wealthy. It's about creating freedom. Freedom to choose. Freedom to spend time with your family. Freedom to say no. Freedom to live life on your own terms. The 1% financial rule isn't really about 1%. It's about changing the direction of your money. Instead of asking, "What can I buy today?" start asking, "What can I own that will keep paying me tomorrow?" Ask that question every month. Keep buying ownership. Keep reinvesting. Stay patient. Because financial freedom isn't built by one big decision. It's built by hundreds of small ones. One investment. One dividend. 1 month at a time. Thank you for watching. If you found this video valuable, subscribe to Steady Cash Flow. Because every week we explore timeless investing principles designed to help you build lasting wealth. And remember, don't work for money forever. Build assets so your money can start working for you.